Hello, everyone. Welcome to our J Factor team overview. This is Kathleen Deggelman. I'm calling in from San Francisco. It was wonderful to be with all of you last week in Tel Aviv and a lot. Kelly Bangert and I both had just a great trip and loved being with you. So I thought that I would take the time today just to share with you the system that I have created for my team, which you are now a part of, and it's called the J Factor team. And interestingly enough, I was looking at some of the notes for the Las Vegas convention next week, and Jeunesse is starting to adopt the J Factor team. When we first got started, J Factor meant that you had become an executive, you'd sponsored your first two people, and how you got the J Factor was you got two preferred customers, and Jeunesse is actually starting to adopt that too, so pretty cool. Just to give you a quick background on who I am, I've been in network marketing for almost 8 years. I was in corporate America for 20 years before that, worked for some great companies like IBM and Levi Strauss. And in my early 40s, I got what I call the entrepreneurial bug and decided that it was time to take matters into my own hands. I didn't want to have a boss anymore. I didn't want somebody telling me what time I needed to be in, how much vacation I could take, and how much money I could earn. And through a roundabout way, I got introduced to network marketing almost 8 years ago, and it's been just an incredible experience. I've never looked back. I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I've made millions of dollars in this industry and have helped people, tens of thousands of people all over the world. And Kelly Bangert, our wonderful upline diamond, asked me to take a look at Jeunesse about 18 months ago. And at first I wasn't that interested, but it was the stem cell technology that drew me in, and it was the comp plan and how different it is than most comp plans that really got me excited and interested. So I joined Jeunesse in September of 2012, and I'm very, very, very happy with the decision. I see an incredibly bright future. Your team there is really taking off, and I'm excited to get to be a part of it and to help you really take this off in Israel and beyond and all over the world. So what I'm going to do today is just give you a quick overview of the system that I've developed. It is in English. We can work on getting some things translated for you, but I know that you have friends and family and associates all over the world that do speak English. So I think that this will be able to help you now as it is. I'm going to maximize the screen here just so you can see it better. So my team name is J Factor Team, and what we're saying is it's time for you to live your dreams. And these are just some of the things that you have access to now as being part of our team. We've got a 5-minute pre-recorded sizzle line of both Kelly Bangert and I. So say you're out and about and you're meeting with a prospect and you're not sure what to say. One thing you could say is, let me dial into this sizzle line and let you listen to Kathleen Deggelman or Kelly Bangert. They both have made millions of dollars in the industry. They've been in the industry for I think Kelly's been a little bit longer than me, but about 8 years. And so basically it takes the pressure off of you of being the one that has to know everything. And it's your opportunity to bring in the third-party expert. Sometimes your friends and family can't hear about this from you. So the more that you can point to a tool and let somebody else do the talking, the faster your business is going to grow. It's very duplicatable, and I'll share that number with you a little bit further in. We also have on-demand webinars like this. We have pre-recorded webinars that we have to offer, and I'll share those with you. We've got our private Facebook group, and if you want to be added to that, just send me an email or go to Jeunesse J Factor Team on Facebook and request to be added, and I'll get you added. We also have a team calendar. We're teaching people how to build this online using Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. You know, it's all out there. And we also have a customer platform, and this is our systems platform, jfactorteam.com. So let me tell you how to get into jfactorteam.com. The website name is right there, jfactorteam.com. The username is jfactorteam, and the password is looking good. And so you just go to your browser, type in jfactorteam. It's going to pop up with the username and password. You enter in jfactorteam. and looking good as the password, and then that's going to take you to this page. This is the landing page. This is our training hub, and we've got first steps to getting started. We've got training videos that have taken place in the past, and so the recordings are there. We've got opportunity webinars for you to get started and also for you to share with prospects. We've got the last 4 weeks of our Monday night team calls recorded. We have a team calendar. We have a way for your team to sign up to get connected to me. And then we also have a first look for prospects. So let's go through these. So the first question I want to ask you is, would you like an easy way to share Jeunesse with products? And I'm sure you're all saying yes. And what I found a while ago is that there was a lot of hunting and pecking going on, and people weren't sure where to find things, and so it just slowed everything down. The key to this business is that we have to make it easy and we have to make it duplicatable. So if you go to your browser and you type in jfactorteamfirstlook.com, and you don't need a password for this because the intention is for you to send this to prospects. This is not password protected. So this website is one-stop shopping to share five different things: the sizzle call information, a recorded opportunity webinar where I'm talking about both the products and the compensation plan, Dr. Newman's stem cell video, and for the people that want to check out Jeunesse Global, we've got a link there too. And how you want to use this jfactorteamfirstlook.com is you want to call your prospect first before you just send an email with the link. You always want to make a personal connection with somebody. Email doesn't work to build this business. So call first and say that you've whatever you're going to lead with, whether it's the products or the business, but I would encourage you to lead more often than not with the business, because it's great to have customers using the product, but if you really are serious about making some money, which I think everybody on this call is, then you need to talk about the business. You need to get comfortable talking about the business. And so you call your prospect and you say, I've come across a way to make some extra money. Are you open to learning more about it? This is something that we could do together. And then you set up a follow-up call before you send the link. So you say, I'm going to send you this link. There'll be several different things that you can take a look at. You can pick and choose what works for you. What time will you have watched the recording? Or what time will you have listened to the call? Or what time will you have opened this link? So set up that time and then send them the link and then follow up with them afterwards. You'll see both Kelly and I say over and over again that the fortune is in the follow-up, and it's so true. Sometimes we do all this work to get someone the information and we don't get back to them in a timely fashion. So that's key. This is what jfactorteamfirstlook.com looks like. So it's got the 5-minute Jeunesse introduction line. And like I said earlier, it's 5 or 6 minutes of Kelly Banger sharing why Jeunesse, and it's also about 6 minutes of me sharing why Jeunesse. And that's the phone number. You'll have to convert that for Israel. And I will talk to Victorine about possibly giving one of you a script so that you could translate it for us. We've also got on this page, J-Factor Team First Look, a product and opportunity webinar. And if you click on that link, or if your prospect clicks on that link, they're going to see me explain who I am, what I've done in the industry, all about the products, and explain what's so great about this compensation plan. And then the next one you're probably all very familiar with. It's Dr. Newman's stem cell video. And then the last one, or the fourth one, is called Product Information and Video Testimonials. That one takes you to my customer platform, which is called secretstoflawlessskin.com. And it's a quick, easy way for people to see some before and after pictures and some customer testimonials. And then the last one is for the prospect that really wants to dive deep into the products, and so they can send them to the generic Jeunesse Global website where they can click on what they want. So whether somebody wants to listen to a call, watch a webinar, get connected with the doctors, listen to some testimonials, or do some research on Jeunesse, it's all right here. So this is one-stop shopping to share with your prospects. And again, the link is jfactorteamfirstlook.com. And we introduced this to my team a few months ago, and people are loving it. So I strongly encourage you to look at everything here, to get comfortable with it, and start sharing it with people. So back to the main hub. So now we're back to jfactorteam.com. The first one is called First Steps to Getting Started. So let's go through that. There's a lot of information in that link. This is the folder, and it contains all of these different things. We're not going to go through every single thing in the interest of time, but I just did want to give you a quick highlight as to what's available here. There's a welcome letter to Jeunesse, and you could probably easily translate this, but sometimes people, don't know what to say to the brand new person. Sending them a welcome letter with their first steps to get started is a good place to start. We also have what we call the Fast Start training. This is a document. It's actually 4 pages, but it's everything that you would need to walk through to get somebody started. It's got the websites, the customer platform, my information, distributor relations. We'd want to change that for Eileen in the Israel office. It's got the sizzle line. It's got my team, our team's weekly calendar at a glance. And I know that these aren't necessarily going to work for you in terms of the time. So we'll probably be doing more live webinars and calls for you as we go. But if you do have somebody in North America, then you can connect them very easily, and these times will work. Every Monday night, I do a team call at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Once a month, we do a Sapphires and Above call with Kelly Bangert and myself. Tuesday night is the Exec Connect corporate call for North America at 6 o'clock. Thursday night, we've got a 6:30 p.m. corporate call. The field leaders rotate and do that call, but it's a great place for you just to hear the different styles, and also a good place for you to send prospects. And typically on Saturday mornings, we do a live training call. And then the section right underneath that is you want to walk your new prospect through helping them to set some goals. And then right below that is a place for you to, and a reminder for you as the sponsor, to talk to your brand new person as to what their why is. And the question is, if you could change anything in your life in the next 90 days, what would that be? And when you're first getting somebody started, I'd strongly encourage you to take time to talk about that with your brand new person, because it's amazing the connection that you can share with each other because you took the time to ask that question. And then this is a document called our 10 Daily Disciplines, and how we use this is you print this out, and every day as you go through your day, you check off, have I reviewed my goals? Have I read affirmations? Have I read from a positive book? Have I exercised? Have I made my prospect calls today? A very, very important one. Have I made my follow-up calls today? Have I attended the weekly trainings and the calls that are available to me this week? Have I hosted a home party? Have I used social media to help build my business? Am I promoting the next event? And I'm looking at my printout right now, and so far I'm doing pretty good. A lot of us like checklists. A lot of us like the activity of crossing things off. What we found is that this just helps people stay on track, stay on course. And at the end of the week, if you've done 75% of this, but you haven't made any new prospect calls, well, now you know what you really need to focus on and what you're not doing to build your business. It's just a great tool to help us with the disciplines that it takes to build this. And it's actually fun too, just to cross things off as you go through. Also, in the First Steps to Getting Started on jfactorteam.com, we've got a price comparison chart. Now, these are prices for North America, but you all know people here, so this is a quick and easy place to get that information. We've got some documents that help your team get trained on how to use a three-way call with the UPLINE. The three-way call with the UPLINE is one of the best tools there is, and it's also one of the ones that is underutilized. When you first get somebody started, one of the things you want to share with them is, as they're introducing Jeunesse with people, they're going to say, well, what do I do next? Once they've exposed their new prospect to Jeunesse and there's an interest, you as their upline or me as your upline can help your brand new prospect close that person. And all you do is get them on the phone. You do a three-way call with your active upline and let us help you bring that new person in. And you always want to make sure that when you bring the upline or your sponsor onto the call, you make sure that you edify that person to the prospect. And then you, as the person that initiated the three-way call, you want to start listening and let the person that you brought on to be the expert do the talking. So there's some training on that. There's also some training on how to use a sizzle line. That's the 5-minute pre-recorded call that both Kelly and I have done. Maybe you've already used a sizzle line in the past. Maybe some of you are brand new, but all you do for that is you can, ideally you would listen to the sizzle call with your prospect live. That's probably the most ideal situation. You just dial it on your phone and put it on the speaker and you listen to it together. If that's not possible, you can do a three-way call and listen to it while you're both at your different locations but listening to the same call, or you can send them the phone number and let them listen to it at the same time. But you always want to make sure when you do that is that you set the follow-up call. You know, by what time will you have listened to the sizzle call? Or when do you think you'll be able to have listened to the sizzle call? I want to check in with you afterwards. So set that time, and then the next day or whenever it is, make sure you follow up with them. Excuse me. And in the jfactorteam.com first steps to getting started, we've also got a roadmap to Jade. You can print this out. A lot of times people love a visual. I'm just sharing with you a couple of the pages. There's actually several different ways to look at this, but this is the first option, the first way to get to Jade. You need 4 executives, and at least 1 executive has to be on one leg and 3 on the others. And then there's the roadmap to Pearl, and to get to Pearl you need 8 executives with at least 2 on one side. We print these and we fill in the names as we get there. It's fun to have a visual. You keep this by your desk and you can see how you're tracking on your journey to get to Jade, Pearl, and Sapphire. And I'm pretty sure all of you heard Kelly Bangert say last week that he thinks Sapphire is the hardest rank to achieve. I don't know if I think it's the hardest, but it's the most important one to achieve, because Sapphire is the building block for all the ranks that come after Sapphire. In order to become Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Double Diamond, and all the way to the top, you have to hold the rank of Sapphire. And this is a visual of what you need to do for Sapphire. And as you're creating executives, you could write in you know, let's say you've got Sam, Dave, and Bob on the left side, and you've got Sally, Jessica, Isaiah, and Judy on the right side. Well, then you know that you've got 5 more boxes that you need to fill in. So these are great to print. They're fun visuals to see how you're doing. We also have a document on jfactorteam.com, or a folder that has about 6 pages of before and after pictures. And I'm sure you all have lots of before and after pictures, but this is just more for you to share with people. And it's just a quick, easy place to find quite a few before and after pictures. And then on first steps to getting started, we also have a folder that houses a lot of the videos, and a lot of them are Jeunesses, but several of them are not Jeunesses. They're different news reports on some of the ingredients that we use. Some of them you may not have seen. We've got Diane Sawyer talking about telomeres, which directly relates to the Affinity product. And we've also got Barbara Walters talking about resveratrol, which directly relates to the Reserve product. So this is just a quick, easy folder to access when you want some different videos and to find some of the Jeunesse videos. And we've also got, in First Steps to Getting Started, a Jeunesse in the Media, and we've got pages and pages of where Jeunesse has been featured in lots of prestigious media publications. So back to the main page. So we've gone through the first steps to getting started. The second one is training videos. And if you click on training videos, what's going to come up is this page. And this is there's probably about 100 different recordings in here since we started. I would suggest you just listen to a couple of them or look at the topics and see which one resonates with you. Most of these are done by the field leaders in North America, but this is a great training tool. The one up at the top is How to Get Started Correctly with Kathleen and Becky. Kathleen and Becky are two good friends of mine. They've been in the industry for 20 years, and they do a lot of the Saturday morning trainings for us. So let's see, the third one is opportunity webinars for distributors and prospects. This is, I think, a really important one and one that you'll be able to use often. This is where I put my recordings. So if you see up at the top, there's a quick overview of Jeunesse by me, and it's I think it's only about 19 minutes. It's not easy to get everything we want to say in about Jeunesse in 19 minutes, but it's a quick overview of both the products and the comp plan. And then I've also got a training recording of our success map, 10 steps to success. And right below that, I've got a short compensation webinar on the just covering all the great things that are in our comp plan. I know I'm giving you a lot of information. The best thing that you can do is when we hang up is just go to jfactorteam.com, put in the username, the password, jfactorteam, and looking good, and just start clicking on these. The intention isn't for you to feel like now you need to go listen to 100 hours of videos or calls. Absolutely not. The intention is just to give you some quick tools to help move your business forward quickly. Team call recordings. What that page looks like is my Monday night calls that I do for the team here in North America. We archive the last 4 weeks. So if you want to check that out, because I know 6:30 p.m. in the United States or Pacific time doesn't work very well for you, but this is where you can still get to listen to those calls. And we also have a team calendar. You can take a look at that. That's where you can find what time the team calls are, what time the Saturday morning trainings are. Sometimes we have product training calls. This is where I post my live webinars, and I'll also be posting these. I'll always post the live webinars on our Facebook page too. Okay, so we've covered recordings and calendar, team update sign up. This is, if you click on that link, this is where we collect the information so that you can get on my J-Factor team email list. And I don't bombard you. I don't send a dozen emails a week. I probably send 2 just to keep you up to date and also to stay connected with you and give you some training and advice on how to build this. And the couple of last things I want to share is there's 2 other websites you want to get comfortable with. One is called secretstoflawlessskin.com. I mentioned that earlier. That is our customer platform. It's a great way to share before and after pictures and testimonials. And we've also got my blog page, my website, which is KathleenDeggelman.com, and that's a great way to stay connected with me. And I do post on a regular basis blog posts about how to build this. This is one of the pages from secretstoflawlessskin.com. So let's say you're out with a prospect and she says, "Oh, I'd love to see some before and after pictures." You can, if you're connected to the internet, you can go to secretstoflawlessskin.com. There's a series of before and afters, and on the right, there's 3 or 4 live testimonials too. And this is my blog page. This is my website. And lots of different and great information about Jeunesse here. And again, this is where I post my regular blogs. And the best way to reach me is there's several different ways, but the best is probably email or a Facebook message. My email address is Kathleen@Deggelman.com. You can also text me, and I've also started using WhatsApp for free texts. You can send me a Facebook message, and my US phone number is 415-425-4277. And I forgot to put my Skype address on this. It's KathDeg, KATHDEGG. And I'm here to help you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I loved being with you. It was my first time to Israel last week, and I'm looking forward to coming back soon. Kelly Banger and I are absolutely here to help. I think that together we're going to do 2,000 people won the Alaska cruise. And so there's not just one cruise ship going to Alaska filled with Jeunesse, but two. And so my husband and I have always wanted to go to Alaska, and to get to do it with Jeunesse free on a cruise. I didn't get a chance to ask any of you, but maybe some of you will be on that cruise too. And then I'm hoping that there will be quite a few of us all traveling together next January to go to the Grand Wailea in Maui. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I will post this, and we'll get this started. And I'm very much looking forward to working with you. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.